Hello. In this video, we are going to continue our Rust web server called Khalem. Of course, we already have the Zig implementation, and we are going to continue with the Rust implementation. If you follow my channel, you know that I have switched into Helix text editor, and I'm actually happy with it. Weird because it's a long time since I've only been happy with just NeoVim, but it's actually a good thing. So let's start. So let's recap on where were we. We were at request. So we wrote a simple request parser. So I've already have a video on Helix text editor, and it's a really good editor. It's basically like, having NeoVim without all the baggage of Vim, legacy Vim coming with it. It has built-in LSP, built-in tree-setter. Syntax highlighting is doing through tree-setter. Everything is really cool. I really like it. And it's really fast and simple to config. I can show you my configuration, which is just this. Just small stuff. Back to the Khalem text web server. In main, what we are doing is, so it says that I can actually use this. So let's remove this. There's also probably this not mutable headers thing. So I can remove the mute, but I don't know. So we have this. Now we can respond. Next step would be, well, there are two features we don't have. Three features. So let's add something like a to-do comment for ourselves. Can we do this kind of comment? Yes. So we need user-defined handlers. We need middlewares. And finally, we need radix tree routing, which will enable our path parameters feature. So these are the three things that we need to implement. Let's go for sure with the user-defined handlers. Let's see what we should do with them. So we don't have a router yet, but so let's see how we should structure this. So we should have a basic structure in here. So let's create a struct called server, and this server has a, I don't know what it has, but it has an impl server. Impl server. And in the server, I have a public fn called, or start, for example, which gets self which gets a self. Okay, what happened? How? Why you're trying to run this? And I'm not completely used to this editor, but so I'm gonna, and my start is just going to return. It's actually never gonna return unless it's an error, but anyways, we're going to return that error, which is, I think, is something in here. Yes, We should probably have this in here at scope. Yes. So, and our start is just going to do define this listener and yes. So I'm gonna define okay. So I'm gonna define this listener. I don't know why. Oh, okay. This is not async. Async. Cool. So I'm gonna have this listener. I'm gonna take this as address, which is a string or a str, and address. Will this work? Cool. So I have this listener gonna accept. So, and this server it's going to have a handler. So how we should define, should I do a private window? Private windows are actually better, I think. So how should I do anonymous functions in Rust? What's that spelling? What is that spelling I did? Okay. So, okay, closures. Let's see. I want just the syntax to define the type that is a closure. So, like this. Okay, fn something. Fair enough. So my handler is going to take a look at request. What is a request? A request is a request. We also have that kind of thingy in main, I think. Not in main. Request has also something. We have also something called a connection, and connection defines all this method. Okay, so we actually need to our main. So it will get our handlers. They should get a connection. So it will get a connection struct and gonna return a result of nothing and error. Okay. And it's going to, what is socket? So handler is going to be can we do this? I want this and copy this to here. Okay, better. So now, okay. So you know there is a difference. X in Vim deletes a character. In here, X means select current line. And if current line is also already selected, go to next line. Okay. So we got the handler. Right. There's an error in here. It says expected to block. So am I not? Oh, because of this. So Okay, everything cools now. So we got the connection in here. I don't need this anymore. And I want to have the handler do the connection. Probably pointer to the connection. Not a pointer. Should I do mute like this? Expected mute connection found. Right. So I do mute. Okay. I don't know what is this. Oh, this is for breakpoint, I think. Nice. There is actually a debugger. I have not used it yet. So I create my connection, call the handler. That's it. And in here, I also need this. And this just needs a handler. Okay. So we have this problem. Oh, because of this. Wait and mute. Cool. I think everything is good because it did the formatting. So in main, we should do is server start. And for start, I'm gonna do the address, which is 880. And in here, I'm gonna have my fun custom handler. I'm gonna return a result of nothing and an error. I don't need any of these. And the input is going to be connection, which is mute of connection. I'm gonna just do connection dot respond, pass the response. Oh, cool! It did the snippet kind of thing, which is nice. So status is going to be status code. Okay. These also can be functions, I think. I don't know if these can be functions, but I think we can do public constant. Okay. I want these, of course, to be in the namespace of. Let them be like this. Headers is going to be, what is headers? Is a hash map. So I'm gonna say hash map into. Not info. New. I will create a type, and the body is going to be a string, which I'm going to call hello from custom handler. Okay. So there's an error because I think I should do this. What it is saying? It says what does respond return? Respond returns this. Can't I just return this? It says no because should this be async? And is respond async? Yes. So I should do await. Not like this. Not like this. I should do this like this. What about now? It says I cannot handle this. Because respond returns an stdio error. Can't I just do this? And this works. And this here should work as well. Seems. I don't know. So start. Yes, okay. I don't know why it keeps doing this. So start, gonna need custom handler. Server.start is also an async, and it actually does not return. So I can say, okay. Return. This function takes 3 arguments. How? This start takes 3 arguments. Oh, okay. Because it's defined on a reference. But we don't need that reference. Okay. What about this? It says I expected a function pointer. Oh. I cannot do async stuff? Can I do... Should I do this in... Where is the type definition for this? It's in here. Should I do this async? A function pointer cannot be async. So how we should do define this as an async callback? Expected function pointer fn mute request returns result, but I found that you are returning basically an implementation of feature. So how we can do async anonymous function async. Can we do something like this in Rust? Async await, okay. Practical back async function from closure. This might help. I don't know. Async. Oh. Async. Block. Okay. Okay. So let's change this actually. See if we can fix this. So I will say it returns an implementation of future that the output type is going to be this. Okay, the infiltrate how we can do this? I mean, after doing this series and also the Zig series, I can just say one thing. Writing async code is hard, and it's a really hard job for a static, low-level programming language to do async right. async callback. Async callback. Yes, exactly. I want this. Async function something. Oh. So if I have this async, I should use generics where f is a function that returns a future. Okay, let's try this. So it's gonna delete. We are gonna delete this. I'm gonna say this is a C or callback function, and where cf equals fn that takes a newt connection and returns a future, and this future is a future that the what was the thing? Output is a result of nothing and an error. I think. Let's see what happened. So, oh, I'm doing it wrong. Okay, better. Cannot find feud. F CF. So, why you cannot do this? Lost were those. Did I put it in the wrong place? I'm so I don't remember Rust correctly. Okay, so what should I do? Where this is not impl. It's mostly a fn something, where something. I think I did it right. Cannot find the type cf where this. Close this. Actually, let's see if the compiler can give us something. Sure. Okay, so I have this, all of these errors. Yeah, let's see if this. Okay. Not found in this scope. Future. Why you don't found this? You should know what is a feature. Can I do code actions? Import. That's nice. Okay, better. Can't I do where? What about now? You cannot find feud in this scope. function something where oh, this is, it has generic parameters. So stupid. So should be okay now. And can you run? So why? Because expected the function pointer found of type this. And lifetime mismatch. It's not a lifetime, you know. D this D. I also need callback function and future, and I want to copy this, paste it in here. Okay. Use of moved value. Okay. So should I just copy this? Can I do this now? Yes. What about this? Let's run this. Okay, one error. Mismatch lifetime. So this is, there's of course a, where is this in? Oh, it's in the request, it's not important. So we have let me just take this. So there's a lifetime mismatch. How? How you what is the lifetime? What's the problem? It's not a lifetime, you know. It's a future. It says the expected associated type, the function that implements a future, custom handler has fn something. Expected this, I found this. A function that implements a future. Okay, I basically don't get it. What's the difference between these two type signatures? I really don't get it. So the required lifetime does not necessarily outlive the empty lifetime. What is that lifetime? I didn't introduce any lifetime. I didn't do any lifetime. Output is should I do this? Yes. And also this. Okay. What about now? Expected this, found result. Where? server start type mismatch resolving info feature this as future this, where in start okay. Okay. The function should return result or option to accept question mark. Oh, okay. Okay, it's valid. Required by a bound is server start. We have this callback function that we run, and so what should I do in here? Type mismatch resolving this. What should I do for you? How should I fix you? Start. Should I do a wait? Oh, this is a mismatch. Okay, this is a mismatch. Okay, it's even worse now. Future output this, fn this. But what is this? Lifetime is I'm not specifying any kind of lifetimes. I just don't get it. How these are not matching. So let's check. So I have this. Okay. Oh my god. We still have that error. The lifetime required. I don't get it. What should I do? I mean, they say, tell me what should I do. They're the same. fn mute request, connection, impl future output this, custom handler as fn wants this output. What should I do with this? Can I do handler.clone? I don't know. This is really annoying. I don't know I just don't know what's the problem with all of these. Functions. Closures. As input parameters. Okay, so fn is a closure that uses the captured value by a reference mute once. So we got, what was the differences? So once closure uses the captured value by value. Closure uses the capture, let me give this. Okay, let's continue. So there's a difference between, there are three types of functions, basically. There's fn mute, and fn once. What if we change this to fn once? Do same thing for this. Will there be any change? No. Does this let's do this custom handler. Okay, custom is a connection which is a mute connection. This is not async. Async should be moved. To use an async, remove the this way there's no connection. But if okay, we cannot use an async. Can't we use async? So what should we do? Async closures. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Can we search this? Last lifetime mismatch using closures. Method not found. Oh. Okay. Oh. Got this problem here. So we already moved this handler. I expected a found CF. Handler. Should I do this? And this. So what's this error? Expected type CF. No, not this. Not this. And not this. Required by mount and handle. This is our older. I don't know what to do actually about this. I basically don't get this. Of why this is happening. Expected a reference, consider borrowing. Lifetime mismatch. So lifetime is basically doing what I want to do. So I have this fn. Let's do this. Okay. Send sync. Okay. Same goes for here. What is G? G takes an F. And I should also copy this. What about this? Expected this, found okay. Output is this, and that's what this is. Use of moved value. Should this? No. So should I pass a reference of this, basically? Connection does not long live borrowed value. So borrows expression cannot be annotated with lifetimes. Argument requires that connection is borrowed. How I can make this with a lifetime. Must borrow with lifetime. Lifetime I defined here. I have it in here. Lifetimes. Connection is not what I want. I have not talked in 20 minutes and I don't understand what is going on. I basically don't understand it. I don't know. Argument requires that connection is borrowed. Does not live long enough. Borrowed value does not live. Actually, what if I just change the connection completely? What if it basically just takes the ownership of the connection? Same for here and for here. Unused result. Now it's running. I don't even remember what should I do when it's running. Okay. we didn't get the thing, the response, because we don't have the async in here. I think we should do a wait. Run. Thanks God. But it's okay. So now our user can define a simple enough handler and can do everything with this handler. So user defined handlers. User defined handlers, check. Oh, it was so hard. And I still don't get why I need that all of those magic things about lifetimes, but at least we have this. Okay, I'm just gonna call it. It was so ugly. I was trying the JetBrains zip plugin. So user defined handlers GP. Cool. So yes, that is pretty much it for this stream. It was a long, boring part, especially the last part, but at least we have the what we needed. I don't like to pass actually the connection completely unless it's returned, but for now it's okay. For now it's okay. So if you like this content, please like, comment, contact me in anywhere, Twitter, email, GitHub, and comments. And that is pretty much it. And we will continue with these two features we have, and then we are going to probably do some graphical stuff with Zinc after this. I want to write a simple game using Zinc after this. That would be our next challenge. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and like this video if you like it, subscribe, comment, and follow. Thank you very much, and goodbye.